Hey everyone, my name's Luke Doucet, and this is Buttercloud. I'm going to help you learn how to play it if you want to. I'm playing on this Johnson steel guitar. It's I guess a knockoff of an old National Steel or a Dobro, tuned in standard tuning. I don't know if when I recorded the song if I used a guitar like this or not. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I think I probably recorded it on this Harmony Stella, but this one sounds cool. So I'm going to show it to you on this guitar. This is one of those songs that I wrote sort of in the spirit of the way Paul McCartney would have written Martha, My Dear, in the sense that he wrote a piano part for that song that he thought was above his ability. And then he had to learn how to play it, and it made him a better musician. And I think that's a pretty cool way to go about trying to improve your songwriting skills and your technique if that's interesting to you. Sometimes I use a pick and fingers to play this. But today I'm just going to play it with my fingers. And here's the basic form. It's a sort of a variation on the Travis picking thumb 1, thumb 2 theme that I use a fair bit. When I say thumb 1, thumb 2, I mean thumb 1, then thumb again, then 2, like this. The first chord is basically an A minor chord, but I'm playing it up here. That's the opening riff. So thumb on the A string, middle finger on the B string, thumb on the G string, but with your left hand you're playing the 5th fret on the G string with your first finger. And then the high E string open with your ring finger on your right hand. So that's just a thumb 1, thumb 2. This left hand, your ring finger is at the 7th fret on the D string. Your pinky is at the 7th fret on the B string. And starting from the D string, you're doing the thumb 1, thumb 2 basic Travis picking form. So the first half bar and the second. It sounds like this when you put them together. So that's a diminished chord. It's a B diminished. Starting off with that shape. So you have your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the D string. You have your first finger on the 1st fret on the G string. You have your pinky on the 3rd fret on the B string, and the high string is open. The high E string is open. Thumb 1, thumb 2. Then you put your middle finger on that B, 2nd fret on the A string. Same thing, thumb 1, thumb 2, but instead of doing it from the D string up meaning that way in sound, not in geography, you move back to these 4 strings, A, D, G, and B strings. So, and then a C chord. And that sound had that country thing where that bass goes boom, boom, boom. So it's thumb 1, 2. So you're doing thumb 1, thumb 2 here, and you're doing it again here with the bass note, where the bass note changes. So your left hand, the ring finger goes to the low E string. So instead of starting the thumb 1, thumb 2 from the A string, this little roll here, you start it from the low E string. But the rest of the chord stays the same. And then I go, which is a favorite of mine. I probably use that too much. And that gets you back again. goes on the 3rd fret on the D string. Back to that C chord. Now at the top of the verses, you slide up to a D7. Destination. And you let your ring finger go back and forth between this note, which is a D, and this note, which is an A. So it's kind of playing the role of the country bass player. Destination, rapid eyes. You go into the F. To some distant fictional Toronto rock show. Sometimes I do that, where my F chord, I take the middle finger and the first finger off. So the G string and the B string ring out, which basically gives you a 9 and a flat 5. I don't know what the chord is. Back and forth from that D to the F. And then back to the head. So that's most of the song.